You talk about when I was in LA the last time, I went to some Inspired Awards or some little small an award show. Dude was waiting for me at the end, came and asked me when I talked to him. Say, yes, sir, no problem. We had to do the little, red carpet, whatever. Walking through, he's waiting he's jacked up at the end, and I see him because he was a little funny looking fella. Waiting. He get all the way to the end. 30 minutes later, he calls me Larry. And it clicks that he thinks I'm Larry Fitzgerald.
Get out of here. That's amazing.
But he's praising me so heavy that I didn't. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping. He was a little, basement publication, whatever. Right. Thank you so much for stopping.
You
I
made
really
his
appreciate
day,
it.
Larry.
So he gets his little mic out. He gets set up to ask the question. And he says, "So Larry, just being this," and when he said Larry, the rest of everything cut off. I don't know the question.
Well, so did you answer as Larry, or did you kind of?
My Manny Ramirez story. Well, I'll ride this stuff out for clout. But I was looking at the situation. There was nothing to gain from lying to this guy.
Right. And if he publishes something from Larry Fitzgerald,
yes,
Larry goes, "That wasn't me." And then, they'll figure it out. And then someone will say, "Well, Crowder, why didn't you tell him you're not Larry Fitzgerald?"
Manny Ramirez being Manny got me 4 bottles of free liquor and free lap dances. I don't think what being Larry Fitzgerald would have got me. I saw no end of the tunnel.
So what, did you tell him?
Yeah, so I just started laughing. So I laughed. He finished his question. He was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" And I was like, "Bro, my name's not Larry." And then we just had the little look back and forth at each other moment. Then he hit me with the, but everybody else wanted to talk to you. And I was like, "Bro, it's okay." I just patted him on the shoulder. I was like, "Bro, it's okay, man. Have you a good night, brother. Have you a good night." And I just walked off. I thought that was pleasant.
Solana saw something similar at the Casillas Center with Cornbread Maxwell.
Yeah. Ooh, man. Said the Heat go up 3-0. And Cornbread, after the game, he had gone to the bathroom. He's coming back to his broadcast setup. I walked to the bathroom. I'm coming back also. And some kid is running after him. "Shaq, please let me take a picture." And he turns around and he says, "Damn it, I'm not Shaquille O'Neal." And he just walks right back into the arena tunnel. And the kid looks at his mom and is like, okay. And then they just keep walking. Bro, I thought he was going to punch that kid out, man. Because the kid was chasing him out of the bathroom.
That's funny. That's like, so how young was the kid? Was it like his dad or something that said, "Hey, that's Shaquille O'Neal"?
Man, it was a young kid. He must have been 10, 12 years old.
So the dad said, "That's Shaquille," or the mom said, "That looks like Shaquille O'Neal."
And I heard a heavy accent on the kid too. Young Latino kid. Just his mom was probably like, "Look, Shaquille O'Neal." So he starts running after him. Go get a picture. And Cornbread turns around. "Damn it, I ain't Shaquille O'Neal," and just keeps walking. And that kid was crushed.
I did an event once. It was at a temple in Broward County, and it was a Jews in sports or something. But you remember that story? The guy who his name was, I think, Adam Greenberg. And I think he was called up by the Marlins for one game, never got an at bat. Oh, he got hit in the head with a pitch. He never got to swing the bat. His only call up, was it with the Marlins or not? But he never got to actually swing the bat in his MLB career because he got hit in the head, and it was a serious injury. Am I remembering that correctly, Solana? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, Adam Greenberg.
He was an outfielder for the Cubs in 2005, best known for being hit in the head in his major league debut on the first pitch of his first plate appearance.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Suffered a compound skull fracture on the pitch. Damn. Greenberg is one of 2 players in league history to be hit by a pitch in their only plate appearance without ever taking the field. However, a successful online petition drive in 2012 led him to getting signed by the Miami Marlins to a 1-day contract. He had 1 at bat for the Marlins, struck out on 3 pitches. So he never got to, he got called up, got hit in the head. But anyway, they're bringing him into this temple, and they have David Sampson coming in to speak. There's going to be a dais.
Right.
And so they asked me, will I MC it? So I say, sure. This is back when I cared. So I said, oh, sure, I'll do that. And they said, do you have any, since it's baseball oriented, any baseball friends that would want to come and take some pictures, with the congregants? And I said, I'll bring Warren Cromartie. I go, he's not Jewish. He's a great personality. And he had played, I believe, in Israel when he traveled so I had asked Crow, hey, I got, $500 talent fee for you. He's like, yeah, tell me where to go. And so we're at this temple, and some kid goes up to him before we're on stage, and he's like, oh my God, can I get a picture with you? Who are you? And Crow lights him up. I mean, at this nice little temple event. If you wanted to talk to Warren Cromartie, he'd be happy. He'd give you all the time in the world. If you don't know who he really is, you just know he's a black athlete at this temple. He lit this kid up. I was Homer Simpson going into the bushes.
He brought the trouble. Who brought the trouble? God.
It was 1,000 times worse than Kanye. It did more damage.
That used to upset me back when I first started.
Yeah.
The thing when people walk up to you random and say, what do you play?
Yeah.
And then that's why I started. Now you've heard me tell people I'm a brain surgeon. That's my that's my out of telling them, you ask me a dumbass question, I'm going to ask you one too, or tell you a dumb answer. But yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Man, especially tattoos, dreads, like I'm not hiding anything.
That's fun. Man, Warren Cromartie just lit this kid up.
I told you when I have a big cousin, Ryan, who's huge. He's like, he bodybuilds. He's getting sick because his body can't hold all the steroids anymore and stuff, but he's big as hell. And we would go to clubs when I was playing. He was part of the entourage, whatever, hanging out with the boys. And every time we got in the section, they would ask him, what kind of bottles do y'all want? What do you need to drink? What do you need this? And he's like, I'm not paying for none of this. Hell, that's little bro right there. But he had me by like 3 inches and 40 pounds
So
of
he was
muscle.
the guy that they went to.
They swore he was making all the decisions. And he was like, man, I work at a car dealership. I'm not buying none of this stuff. But, all right,
here's what we should do.
What? You do judge books by their cover. I know you're not supposed to.
Listen, that's the way of the world. It
really is.
You're going to get it right most of the time. You're not going to get it right some of the time. That's the reality.
It is what it is.
Words of Wisdom by Larry.
He must not have seen your backside.
Just saying. Larry Fitzgerald got a great ass.
Huh?
Oh, my God.
Phenomenal.
Does he have Kyle?
Yeah. Because it's more the, what's the Flo Rida song?
Apple
bottom jeans.
Yeah.
Flurb in the blurb. I don't know the lyrics, but I always say the flurb in the blurb.
I don't know. I think it's unfair to compare the two, to be honest, because Larry Fitzgerald, Crowder, on the football field, you guys are basically wearing like tights almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not basically, they are.
Yeah, I mean, they accentuate certain parts of the body parts a little bit better than gym shorts.
Right, so you're saying if Kyle Lowry was wearing tights, it would be a more fair comparison.
Correct.
Is it not apple bottom jeans, flurbs with the blurbs?
There's no flurb and blurb.
Well, I can't give that to DBJ.
The third word of your song is going to be not a word. And you think that song got some legs.
What I think we have to do is play the interview with Daniel in the 5 o'clock hour because we're not going to have time to do it here.
Yeah.
All right. So let's finish up with these headlines here.
We're pretty much done. I just have to get to weather from the Demesman and Dover law firm, youraccidentattorneys.com, free consultations at 866-954.
I know you're all singing it in your head right now. The blurbs with the blurbs.
I know the words. I'm not singing flirbs with the blurb.
Apple bottom jeans, flirbs with the blurbs.
Boots with the fur.
The
I don't know
whole
about
club
that.
was singing at her.
I'm not so certain.
She hit the flow.
She hit the flow.
Next thing you know,
Shawty got low. Jimbo.
That was great. That was great. Jimmy got low. Jimmy smokes a menthol.
Yeah, they kind of.
Jimmy, who's got a better butt? Kyle Lowry or Larry Fitzgerald?
Kyle.
Really? Yeah, he's a heat homer.
Man. Even through the basketball shorts.
That's your weather.
Do you agree with me, Jimmy? It's flirbs with the blurbs?
No.
All right. I'll check back with you later.
It's still
all right, we got to take a break. I don't know what has transpired here. We have to take a break. That was our breaking news segment of Yuri Perez being sent down to the minors.
Like no other.
Also, if you're just joining us, I texted you guys my picture with Kevin Federline. Absurd sentence.
Done.
Like the whole segment started with an absurd sentence. The Britney Spears Victor Wembanyama situation is resolving itself. The segment now ends with an absurd sentence. I just texted you my picture with Kevin Federline at the Versace mansion.
It's a good picture.
I'm putting it up on Threads. That's a perfect thread, right?
Yeah.
That pic probably killed on MySpace.
Oh my God. Man, that was
MySpace. No one knows who he is. If you didn't tell me who that was, there's no way I'd have known that.
No, I don't think anyone would recognize you know the name, but you would never First of all, I think he gained a lot of weight. Isn't he heavy?
Yeah, he's big now.
Yeah.
You keep up with Kev?
I do. I do. I don't even have a joke there. I do.
That's your buddy.